Yo, welcome to the Power Play Podcast. We would like to demonstrate the value in the everyday casual conversation. I'm your boy, Mighty Boy the GOAT. I got my brother with me, Drop Top J Lock, and we got a special guest in the building, man. We got an OG in the building, man. OG Gigaveli. What's happening?
Yeah. What's really happening? What they do, man. Appreciate y'all boys for having me, man. For showing interest in the work that I've been doing out here, man. It's an honor, and I appreciate it, man, for y'all taking the time out to let me, you know, share my story on y'all platform.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. We appreciate you coming on our platform, man. We appreciate the work that you're doing out here, man. Work like that, it don't get done easily. You know what I'm saying? It take a person that knows something, that done been through something, you know what I'm saying, and that's willing to actually show our youth and show even people of age how to really maneuver out here, man, from the street game to better in their life. So we appreciate you on that, man. For sure.
Hey, man. Hey, it's all like I say, man. To the guys that's out here, you know what I'm saying? To the guys that's out here, man, you know what I mean, living their life and not realizing that, you gotta find your purpose out here. My message to them, man, you're not really truly living until you find your purpose.
Definitely. Definitely. Most definitely.
I think this is my lane right here.
For sure. So G, well listen, man. Normally, you know what I'm saying, I like to dive right in and kind of, you know what I'm saying, start from the beginning with it and all that. But man, I ain't gonna even lie, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit, man. Because they a special day, man. Old Trump showing out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Old
yeah,
Trump
yeah,
showing out,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So we got word, you know what I'm saying, a few hours ago, you know what I'm saying, early up in the day, that, Trump, you know what I'm saying, big pardons out here, NBA young boy. But more importantly, you know what I'm saying, Larry Hoover. And we know, in watching your content, man, we know you cover a lot of Larry Hoover. We know you go over a lot of what Larry Hoover got going on, man. So before we get into your story, we're gonna definitely jump into your story. But I want you to, you know what I'm saying, get the audience how you feel about today and Larry Hoover being, you know what I'm saying, potentially pardoned.
Hey, first and foremost, just like you just said, man, I've been advocating. If y'all go back, for everybody that watch this podcast, watch this right now, I want you to go back on my timeline and see how long I've been advocating for the chairman,
Most deaf.
Mr. Larry Hoover, our brother.
Deaf. Most
You know what
deaf.
I'm saying? A political prisoner. You know what I mean? I was rooting for Tukey before they took Tukey from us. Why? Let's say this, man. When you get set down like these brothers been set down for long at the time, you never know who God gonna put his message in or how God works. But we know in the past, God has chosen guys that came from this same walk of life through incarceration to come out and be great leaders for our people. I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Malcolm X, Huey Newton, Fred Hampton,
For sure.
Rep Brown, all these brothers, even the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. spent time in the struggle inside in jail. So to all the people that like to get in the comment like, oh, why y'all glorifying, ex-gang members or ex-drug dealers or whatever? You know why? Because God ain't gave up on us.
Most
We don't
deaf.
know where God message gonna come from. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all, like you say, pointing the faults in your brothers instead of realizing like Tukey before they took Tukey. Tukey had done wrote some children books.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who know well if Tukey would have got pardoned, Nipsey Hussle probably would have still been here.
Definitely.
Same reaction.
Yeah.
Like these brothers have certain type of influence, on the mass of the youth. But you take them away in a change moment, like myself. I spent the majority of my life in prison. And I know for sure I'm a changed man. I know for sure what side of this war, spiritual war that we're in, not just flesh and blood. I know what side that I stand on. So my thing, the chief is home. I know it's past GD, gangster disciple. It's to growth and development now. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
I seen shout out to my Muslim brother. You know what I'm saying? Big Dirt.
Okay.
He been home, kept
Yeah.
it real. You know what I'm saying? Never folded on Larry.
Most deaf.
I seen when he came home the transformation of Lil Dirt. Even though Lil Durk wrapped up in something that from the past, not with certain since his father came back. You know, so it's gonna take lions to talk to these lions, not these cats. You understand what I'm saying? I say that often. But what I'm saying to my people, man, that watch this video, go back and look. I've been one of them ones. You're gonna see a lot of guys come forward with clout chasing right now. A lot of guys want to gravitate to any motion. And this man been going all this time. Ain't nobody, you gonna see on my page where I done went out to rallies with his family. And I ain't even from Chicago. I found out who a GD was like in 2024, 23. When I started going out of town to Tennessee, I didn't even know what a GD was. I didn't know what the Creed was. I didn't even know the Chicago was the land, because I'm from Miami. We never had that type of internet. But what I can say is I see a powerful messenger. I see a man with a lot of power to be able to do something big for our culture.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I feel like that's what's gonna happen, man. So, I'm rooting for the best in us.
Yeah. Me too.
And I want to see, you know what I mean? If you ain't molested no child, you ain't force yourself on no woman, because that's an animal. When you can't control those desires, you go to prison for poverty type situations, chasing a bag, maybe a mistake in whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever. But long as it ain't done from a lower desire, a craving, a sick individual, because them sick individuals need to be somewhere where they get cured, or they get some help. But Larry Hoover just been supposed to been home, man. And shout out to I like to call him. I told a dude this the other day. I say, if you seen Trump, see when them people look at us at the, I'm gonna cut it short. When them people look at us at the before we come out in the courtroom, they already have a printout sheet of us, right?
Yeah.
They don't even know us. They just know us by the words and the charges. And I say, man, if we really didn't know who Donald Trump was and we had a sheet just to look at who the cat was, man,
Yeah.
we'll swear a brother finna come walking out there. I say it a lot, man, because I'm excited, man. This a wonderful day for the culture, man.
It definitely is, man.
Yeah, man. A lot of times,
Right,
like you say,
right.
man, then a lot of time, man, the prison system, they say it's designed for rehabilitation. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? When you got brothers like, Larry Hoover, who, had all that time, and he's able to give it back. But the circumstances that he was able to give it back through, I mean, you would consider them extreme. When you're dealing with Donald Trump having to pardon you, I mean, that's not an everyday thing, OG. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say something about that, what you said. I did a lot of time. But what Larry Hoover just did was they would call cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah.
His
100%.
brother was an ADX. Couldn't even touch his mail, man. You know what that do to a mental?
Yeah.
You know how strong this brother is.
Yeah.
You know how strong this brother is right now,
Keep
mentally.
fighting. Yeah.
The beat away from physical contact, not a hug. See, everybody looking at, he didn't do no regular time. He didn't do no regular time. So anything that if Larry Hoover stepping out, you see I'm a talker. But if Larry Hoover step in this room, I'll shut the fuck up and listen.
1,000.
I shut the fuck up and listen. Anybody that can sit through themselves that long in a confined cell, they done thought about some shit. They done been somewhere spiritually. They done excelled out of the body. And still be ready, man, still be able to come out and God free you. I want to see where you been at, man. I want to hear what you got to say, man. I'm waiting to hear him. I'm ready to hear Larry Hoover speak. I'm ready to hear him speak naturally. I don't want all the clout chasers around him. I don't want all the picture huggers and the clout chasers. I want him to get a circle of strong, you know what I'm saying, strong individuals around him so we could do a powerful work. And all, like I heard him say the last time I heard Larry Hoover, and this is probably the last time anyone else heard Larry Hoover speak publicly before they locked him up. I bet y'all can't tell me when it was. Y'all might be a little too young.
I can't tell you.
Yeah,
Jay Prince had him on GBs, and he spoke about waking in that sleeping giant. Talking about the street nigga. You know what I'm saying? He say niggas gotta come together Go back and listen to GBs. When he say niggas got to come together in New York, Chicago, Miami, you know what I'm saying? When he started talking political, they had to get rid of, they had to put him away. When he started to try to see, he was ready to start a revolution. The revolution has started already. A lot of dudes be seeing me advocate for the OGs, advocate for the ones, because I understand the men that built America, and they built it off of what wasn't lawly. I'm talking about the Kennedys, the Rockefellers, the Trumps. They built it off probation. So when our OGs was trying to build a black mecca off of what crumb was sold out of poverty, when they were buying up the hood, and they was taking care of the neighborhoods, and they had a code out there, I knew that we were just a product of our environment. I see them as neighborhood superheroes. Keeping my mama light on, paying the bills in the hood, giving jobs out, building business. So, hey man, I got a lot to say about that. You remember we don't need to talk about me.
Listen, man. Hey, OG,
I'm excited today.
Pop it, OG.
Yeah.
We with it.
Yeah.
Brother.
There's a lot of people been advocating for this.
Definitely, most definitely, man. OG, listen, man. We definitely admire your enthusiasm for Larry Hoover be on the same wave with. So, man, salute to Larry Hoover, man. Salute to everybody else that got part, man.
Salute Larry Hoover.
You know what I'm saying? I want to dive into you a little bit, man. You held up that book, man. I want you to hold it back up again. Tell us about it, man. Talk to us about that right there. Federal pressure. You know what I'm saying? Pressure.
Before I could talk about federal pressure, I gotta let y'all know about this book, Pressure, right? This book right here is, I'm first gonna get into the title. The title is called Pressure.
Mm-hmm.
The first chapter is called Fathers. Most times dudes say they pressure, you hear them like they think they tough. They saying this. Nah, I'm telling you the story of basically this story here is basically a reoccurring story of a lot of young black young kids that's growing up with father, without a father in the household. You know what I mean? Coming up, this the water boy story.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? This is the water boy story. When you see the young cats selling the bottles at the water at the red light, or they pumping gas, or they out there. This started from there. You know what I mean? This my story, man. Coming up in Miami. You know what I mean? Been hustling since been buying my own school clothes since I was 11 years old. I'm a heron baby. And the first chapter right here is called Fatherless Pressure. You know what I mean? So before I get too far into the book, I'm gonna just take you through how this book elevate, you know what I'm saying, and changes a little bit. It began with me growing up in Miami, Liberty City. Basically, like a lot of my other homeboys, without a father, the streets became my father, you know what I mean? The neighborhood fed me. The streets don't owe me nothing, man. The streets always took care of me. You know what I mean? Because I ain't chose the streets chose me. And it's a difference. A lot of guys, you can see the difference when you see guys that like, goddamn, boy, you could have went to college. You had a prom, you had a tuxedo, you went to a prom. I never been to a prom. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody never invested in me. And I ain't saying that, I don't need no wars me's. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because my story made me the man that I am today. But I know that because of these pressures exist with young black men or brown men or men that's growing up in poverty, I know, that it's a relatable story to a lot of young guys coming up right now today, because this ain't changed. This story ain't changed. It's like I say,
repetitive.
Reoccur. So I end up going to boys' school, juvenile hall, 11 years in the state of Florida prison. But I overcame all those things. In this book right here, you're gonna laugh a little bit, you're gonna cry a little bit, you might even hate me a little bit, but then at the end of the day, you're gonna understand, what it was growing up in Miami through this book right here.
What's that?
Federal pressure is another level of pressure. Like I told you, I did state time, but when I started going, committing federal crimes and going out of town like real Miami boys do, what we do is so much competition down here, so much, so much so much work. So we was a source city at one point in time. So, we ended up on the road. That's our thing. I came up the same way. So I ended up catching federal time out of town in Tennessee. I talk about that. I end up facing 2 life sentences But I end up copping out to 262 months, which is a little bit over 21 years.
Mm.
I did 16 years off of that. I like to give all praise to the Most High, but he did use Donald Trump to sign the First Step Act. You know what I'm saying? So Donald Trump, that was his first presidency. You know what I'm saying? He looked out for the G's then, you know what I mean? You see the subtitle still on paperwork. What I put that on there for was because it's certain principles, codes that I just feel like I'm a die a real nigga, man. You know what I'm
Most definitely.
saying? I ain't gonna never fold or bend certain principles that I signed on to when I came out the house and stepped in these streets. And one of them I got tattooed on my arm, man. Stop snitching. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
I live by that. It's in blood on me. I ain't got no prison these old tattoos. I went to prison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I stood on that. So
Most definitely.
still on paperwork mean like I know it's kind of hard to do nowadays because it's so like they celebrating this type of
Yeah.
talent. Like it's
Yeah.
like people becoming rich. Look at
Yeah.
what I'm gonna drop one or two names. I ain't gotta drop a lot, but look at Woody.
Yeah.
YSL Woody is successful. Look at Charleston White.
Yeah.
Charleston White is successful for telling. And I mean he
Six
said he
nine.
got clothing. He got a clothing brand. Like see my brand right now is called Rec Yard Open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole nother lane right there
Okay
too, you
then.
know what I mean? But these brothers advocate. I mean, they on Pop the Balloon, they on the rotation of podcast.
Yeah.
Y'all ask me, I ain't ask y'all for nothing to do this podcast. I support positive message. I support my people. I support my brothers. And you know what I mean? And you know, when it comes down to networking, when it comes time, I understand it get greater later. I understand the power of relationships and connections. I support those that's out here doing something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Out here getting at it, believing in what they doing. I believe what y'all doing. You know, hey, y'all may be able to open the door for me later on down the line. Never
Most
know.
definitely.
And that's the
Yeah,
goal.
man, that's what them books about, man. You can
Yeah.
get them books. You can inbox me on all my platforms, and I can mail you a book, or you can also get them on Amazon, man. My name is right on the bottom of the book, man. I think when they drop this video, they could get my links and they could
Yeah.
add it to the
Most definitely.
to
Definitely.
the video. Y'all can get my book
Definitely
right there.
will. Definitely have them links for you. And it don't cost nothing to support, man. All your books is on Amazon, and we're gonna preach that. We're gonna have them links, and we're gonna share that. And I tell people that every time. It don't cost nothing to support our people, man. Y'all be on IG and y'all be on Facebook and y'all be on all these social medias and be quick to like the next dude picture, promote their songs, and you don't even know these people. These people is in our backyard. Why you can't promote they businesses? Why you can't promote them doing hair or cutting grass or cutting heads or like it don't cost nothing to support, but you're going to support this man's song who you never met in your life, or you'll support this person who doing credit who you never met in their life. But since social media made them so popular, that's just what you want to do. But nah, man, we support any and everybody, man, and we like the support, and we share that all the time. We tell them people all the time. It don't cost nothing to support your people. So that's what we stand on.
Most definitely. Y'all make sure y'all
It's
grab that book for sure. Both of them.
funny you say that, right? You know, I'm a TikToker, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm a social media. I'm a content. I don't say I'm a content. I'm a content creator.
Okay.
You know what I'm
I like
saying?
that.
I'm not a content creator because my life is I'm a content creator. I don't run after content. Like the Larry Hoover situation, like you're gonna see a lot of people, they speaking on it every day. It's tearing the algorithm up right now.
Mm-hmm.
But where
Yeah.
was you? Where was you when we was trying to advocate for him? I done been on boots on the ground. You can see it on my page. But back to what J Lock was saying, I be on TikTok and I see Soldier Boy, one of them come up in there, or one of these celebrities get in there. I see people go to gifting. I'm
Yeah.
like, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
these folks don't need no gifts, man. These folks straight here.
Yeah.
It's
Let me do something
straight.
with that paper. Let's
For
throw some of that paper
real.
in here so
Real.
I can get out here and make some
And,
changes and create some lanes and you know what I'm
For
saying?
real.
But I ain't no bank. I get my own paper. But it's funny how we'll support people that's already winning But we not. That's why people like Drake and all them coming in with them little hooks they be throwing. Where was you when I was shooting in the like? Where was you
What was you?
when I was shooting 500 shots trying to get master my craft?
Better be found.
It don't cost nothing to support, man. Lots of time, like right now, I post a video. My videos go up to 200,000, 60,000. I do very well in my content, so I have a lot of people sending me stuff in my inbox to ship.
Right.
I don't get on there $25 a month, though. I need this, that.
Yeah.
Man, I share the people's stuff.
Most
You
definitely.
know what I'm saying? Even if I ain't going to the event, even if I ain't got nothing to go with doing it, it's a flyer. It's a flyer.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people don't see it that way, OG. A lot of people, man, it's all about the monetary game, man. And that's kind of how the perception of the world is right now. It just done came to that point where nothing is really real. That's why it resonate when you say you want to die a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because that's unspoken right now. You know what I'm saying? That's unforeseen right now. Ain't nobody worrying about that no more. Nobody care about that no more. Everybody just trying to get a dollar and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something in my book, Pressure, right? My mama, I'm a big mama boy. My mama told me, she said, so I always listen to story. My mom say I was born with a hole in my heart, right? I had a lot of complications when I was born. And I laid back and I thought about that hole in the heart. She said it closed up. It was a heart murmur. It closed up on its own. And I look back on me, man. I don't think it was a day that I can remember in my life. And I'm not saying it's trying to be special that I ever hated on a motherfucker.
real.
God, man.
It's real.
I mean hate. I mean seeing one of my homies or somebody from another part of town come through in a clean car or looking good, and I'm like, you know, I frown or I got something negative to say about them. Man, if they came through and they would clown, I'm like, boy, if anything, I'm like, boy, I gotta go hard.
Gotta go hard. Hard.
Face it.
Yeah.
So I would like, I'm one of them people that always try to put my life in perspective.
Most definitely.
I don't never look at shit happen to me like it to tear me down. I look at shit that happened to me like if it didn't kill me, it can't do nothing but make me stronger.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So when I be looking at my life, that's why I wrote my books. You know, I wrote my books trying to understand me. I had to go back. I'm like, damn, nigga, you gotta be smarter than this. You done locked up your whole fucking life. And I started looking around at the motherfuckers that I was locked up with, and I started seeing some retarded. I'm started seeing these niggas. I'm like, this ain't my caliber of niggas right here.
Yeah.
These ain't the niggas that I came off the porch looking up to. And it would fuel us. That's why I'm so crazy about OGs before my time. I be overdosing on them. People be like thinking like nigga, I've been these are niggas that I used to convertible bird.
Right.
Bo Bentley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big Trav. You know what I mean?
Trav.
You know what I'm saying? Ike. You know what I'm saying? Rick Brownlee. Even female Vonda. Like motherfuckers that was ghetto superstars in our hood.
Yeah.
Brought shit. My Muslim brother Rasul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they own shit. That was like if I tell myself, I say, man, if I was a YN, the streets wouldn't must be appealing to me no motherfucking right. Right now the streets wouldn't must be appealing to me. I'd be a college educated motherfucker. I'd be so smart when it comes to other shit because they the ones that's cool as fuck.
I don't think they understand that. They don't understand that, OG.
Yeah. You street niggas don't know how to do shit. But stand out there and looks crazy.
They don't understand that, OG. So I work with kids every day of my life. That's part of my career. I work with kids, and I tell them, I'm like, man, y'all don't understand how good y'all have it. Y'all have people to come back in y'all schools and to the detention centers and all that and come talk to y'all. We ain't have people giving us the game. We didn't. It was dog eat dog world, feed you to the wolves. Like, man, you got so many people in with content, with the content out here and social media. There's so many things you can see. YouTube teach you how to build on cars and change oil and change tires and do all these different things. We didn't have all this back then. So it's either you had to go to school or you had somebody that really had to take you up under your wing to teach you all these things. But y'all really don't need nobody. Y'all got it easy. Y'all can literally get on YouTube, the internet, and whatever you want to be, most of everything you want to be, you can look it up and teach yourself. All these construction jobs, all this, hair, all that stuff, you don't really need nobody. Y'all got it easy. They teach you how to drive trucks online. They doing all this stuff online now.
Hey
But
J
y'all
Lock,
don't they
J
don't
Lock,
want to
I
take up.
can't let you, J Lock, I can't let you get all the way away with this generation versus my generation, right?
I
Cause like
feel
I
that.
told you, I'm one of them overthinkers. This generation does has a lot to text. Like this is a generation of STEM, science, energy, technology, and math. I'm talking everything at the touch.
For
But what's
sure.
missing out this generation is common fucking
That's
sense.
it.
Yes.
That's why I
Yes.
was gonna
Common
go with it
sense
next.
shit that
Yeah.
That's why I was
we
Yes.
gonna
were
go with it
learning
next.
outside.
You right, OG.
That's
Yeah,
why they use different type of
yeah,
drugs they using now versus the type of we smoke a little sensibilia and it was all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
They gotta have exotic weed. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't need some shit that look like I ain't never seen no white weed before. So I will
Yeah, but it's the
question the
boom.
fuck out of some white weed. What the fuck
Yeah,
that
back in the
motherfucker?
day, they need that za. Oh, everything got to be exotic for them. Like,
They don't
no,
question
man,
shit.
nah.
Motherfucker give them a pill and they just like, oh, this drug. Nigga, I'm
I'm not
not.
just
I
popping
come
that,
from that.
bro.
Yeah.
I come from they had common sense commercials when I was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have to do a whole lot of shit and spell it out or write out for. They broke an egg in the motherfucking fire pan and say, this is your brain on drugs.
Yeah.
It scared the fuck out of me.
Wanna touch no moles off,
And for the
no more
examples I
mid,
seen
no
walking
more
around in
nothing,
the
man.
hood, I stayed away from hard drugs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew get money and don't get high on your own supply. But this day and age, these like these kids so everything so in the computer world and such into a what they call it a virtual reality
Yeah.
ass world
And that's what it is, OG.
that it
Yeah.
canceled out common
Yeah.
sense.
It ain't
It
about common
definitely
sense
ain't got no common sense.
because why they feel like why would I have common sense when I can live literally through the social media? Nobody, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? They looking at it like this camera right here. That's what's gonna tell my story. I can tell it whatever I want to tell it. I'm rich. I got a Lamborghini.
they ain't got to go
We
outside.
ain't, but you know what I'm saying. Whole time they lights on. You know what I'm saying? They struggling. You know what I'm saying? Mom and daddy doing everything they can to make sure they good. But they get in social media, and social media is constructing them and designing them to sway that way and go that way with things. To where now it's messing with
Everything
their mind.
instant.
Now they can't even
Everything
rationalize
instant.
or have no common sense. Cause they all they see is
They
what I can
they
go
can't
online and tell somebody.
strategize.
Yeah.
They can't strategize and create a plan that's based upon their intellect alone. If it ain't the IG helping them, is this helping them?
Uh-huh.
Is that helping? See, we had to figure shit. When my mama open that door and say, "Don't bring your ass back in this house. If you come back in, that means you're gonna stay in."
Yeah, have a
A nigga
strategy.
found a whole lot of motherfucking ways to stay
You
outside
feel me?
without coming in. I'm gonna
Yep,
drink some water from the water
Water
hole. I'm gonna
hole.
eat out this bag
definitely.
over
Yeah.
here. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Cause I know if I go in,
It's
I'm
over
It's
with.
stuck.
over with.
It's
It's
over with.
over with.
It's over with.
But see what
I'm
I'm
bringing
saying?
everything I got
So
outside.
I had to be creative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know that, if I leave my bike out here and somebody steal it, mama ain't finna buy me no more bike. You know what I'm saying? If anything, but we knew how to break a bike down, put the into it's so much, man. It's so
Yeah,
much, and I ain't gonna waste the whole podcast. But I had to stop J Lock there just to let him know that even though there's advantages to this generation, there was advantages in our generation because the streets, I told you first, the streets didn't owe me nothing. These niggas that's chosen the streets. When you don't chose that lifestyle, you don't know better, you don't do better. Now, what I do agree with you is we didn't have no motherfuckers giving us the full picture of the when I went feds, it hit me from the blind side. I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't Bo Diddley. I ain't what the fuck y'all want me for. I'm just I'm a hustler. I never considered myself a big drug. I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
yeah,
I know how to take something and make something out of it. Like, what the fuck the feds want with me? But at that
yep.
time, man, you got to go read Michelle Alexander book, man, to do Jim Crow. There's a lot of shit going on with the unseen hand, man. That's why I tell the young kids, a lot of y'all fed case ride, man. Don't understand what y'all getting into. A lot of y'all telling them, I be telling them about the cameras. I done told them about all kind of shit. Now I just try to share the information and give them what you say nobody gave us. The full picture.
Yeah.
The full picture.
Absolutely, OG, for sure. So I mean, growing up, you know what I'm saying, in Miami boy, you know what I'm saying? We spoke about it before we hopped on or whatever like that. I mean, talk to him a little bit. Tell him what age you jumped off the porch and really dove head first into the street life.
Man, I never looked at it as diving into the street. I just looked at it as always being away. Everybody was outside, man. I've been in this shit since pumping gas, bagging grocery, man. You know what I'm saying? Far back as I remember when my little homeboys was in Miami football rule. You know what I'm saying? Everybody played football. I just don't remember playing. I played maybe 1 year Optimus, and that shit wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That I ain't get in no PT time. And I was like, this shit ain't bringing me no bread. I need some bread now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
I went to pumping gas, bagging grocery, while my other brothers they went to playing football and shit. So it's just always been a hustle with me, man. And the streets been good to me, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, ain't never been a time that I ain't been on the streets that I ain't got no money.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just now that I chose to get it within the law. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? At one point in time, I used to live by a mindset of I'd rather be in jail than out here broke.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
mindset, but that was a street. You know, I come from a hood called Robin Hood. We literally made it a bad place to be a tourist in Miami. Like we really the reason why they have the map from the airport all the way to Miami Beach
Yeah.
on the expressway type of shit. I was just doing what everybody else in my neighborhood do. I ain't got no super special story. I was just blessed to able to write mines and put them in a book, man. I come up in Miami where everybody was grabbing pocketbooks, everybody was selling drugs, everybody was getting to the money, man. We the real water boy city, man. Like a nigga selling mangoes, nigga selling when Ross made his first song, Every Day I'm Hustling, he was speaking our story, you know what I'm saying? He was speaking for all of Miami, you know what I mean? Every day down here hustle, man. We at the bottom. We the bottom. You know what I'm saying? We the bottom. Like we the bottom.
Yeah.
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 So when the motherfuckers say they getting it from the ground, they get out the bottom, and they started from the scratch. Yeah, Miami shit, man. Like we create hustles, man. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just what it been, man. You asked me how old I was. I've been buying my own school clothes since I was 11, man. First time I ever went to juvenile, I was 9. Stealing out the Walgreens. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's early enough. I've been in and out of juvenile, the
Nah,
streets
that's
my whole
early,
life,
OG.
bro.
I talked about it earlier. This is my career. I talk to the kids. I work with kids. And I've been working with kids since high school. But I try to tell them how important it is, you know, also being on that other side and working it as well. They don't understand how serious things get, especially when that book get thrown at you or when you get sentenced. So talk about that mindset when you got sentenced for your bid in the federal prison.
Oh man, like I spoke about being in and out of the system my whole life. The first when I talk about them 11 years, I didn't do 11 straight. I did 4 years. I got out in 1996. We started that was OG Gigaveli come home. Me and my homeboy started a Machiavelli whole. You'll hear about it in our new documentary coming out, man. The Kingpins of Miami with Convertible
Definitely.
Burt. You know what I'm saying? Boss Man and Big Bo Diddley in there. You hear Trick say that we the only city that had designer drugs, meaning that we had names on our drugs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we had a spot called Machiavelli. But that's where the Valley come from, you know what I mean? Shout out to all my homeboys, man, that's still alive and those that's gone, you know what I mean, that was in the era. So I stayed out like 6 months of 1996. And that's what that kind of John Doe Machiavelli era right there for me.
Yeah.
I ended up catching 7 years mandatory. So I went in and I got out 2003. And I stayed out from 2003 to 2006 when I caught my Fed case. To get to your question, that's why I entitled my second book "Federal Pressure." I had never been out of a state with no family, you know what I'm saying, and facing that type of pressure. You know what I'm saying? That type of sentence, man. I had an 8 count indictment, mostly guns, a little bit of counterfeit, drugs, X pills, weed. Like I told you, I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? I had 8 count indictment. That particular time, a woman that I was dating, she was my co-defendant. I wasn't on no big conspiracy. She had some small kids. I took the bulk of the time, you know what I mean? To free her. I actually took all of it.
Mm-hmm.
It fucked me up, man. It put my back up against the wall, and it really made me feel like this could be the last time you could die in here. You know what I'm saying? You could die in here, wouldn't nobody know where you at. Cause I'm way out of town now. I'm way up the road somewhere. But they could have came in my cell and strung me up, poison me, anything. And I never want to make myself vulnerable like that again for the system. You know what I mean? So I right then and there I made a God conscious decision, man. Like I'm gonna start running and I'm gonna try to figure out what God trying to tell me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I turned to my dean. I had already accepted Islam in a state joint, but when I got out, I was on my lawn.
Gotcha.
I like to say my lawn. I wasn't on
Yeah.
Islam. You know what I mean? I was still running the streets still, but I knew God. You know what I'm saying? My whole life, I know of God. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mama for that. But what I would like to tell the young kids, though, is that trouble easy to get into and hard to get out.
Absolutely.
And you can make a few minutes decision that could cost you a big chunk of your life,
Absolutely.
if not your whole. I often tell guys on my platform the shit that OG talk about is graveyard serious and penitentiary still hard.
Mm-hmm.
Cause them the two choices. If you chose lifestyle, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Absolutely.
Understand the choices that you're making, man.
For sure. For sure. OG, what are some of the biggest misunderstandings about the street life? You know what I'm saying? For a youngin coming up, thinking it's sweet out here, trying to jump out here. You know what I'm saying? What are some of those misunderstandings you could tell the youth? You know what I'm saying? To swam another way.
The first and foremost, man, the biggest misperception. I'm glad you used that word, misunderstanding. The biggest misconception of the whole thing is the game. The title. We call it the game. It's not a fucking game, man. It's your life, man. It's like it's this not Call of Duty. It's not motherfucking what it is.
Yeah,
I don't
Grand
know
Theft
what
Auto. Yeah,
it is. Not a Grand Theft Auto
yeah.
or any of those things. You can hit reset on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can shoot the whole block on that shit and hit reset, start the game over, get away from. We can do all kind of crazy shit, reinvent your life, all that. But in the real world, this real life of yours, when you step outside that door, man, and you get in that car, and you know what I'm saying? You really don't want to be in that car, but you get in that car anyway. You could be letting somebody make a decision for you, man. You know what I'm saying? That you ain't gonna be able to come back from.
Yeah,
But nowadays, they done made it so these kids could think like, oh, I could do this, that, and the third, and all I gotta do if I get caught, tell. It ain't all, but let me tell you something. It's them cases that you seeing a lot of people tell and get away on. They be in some that be a group that they looking for a certain, but you be a little small pea in the pot. Your little information ain't worth that ain't worth nothing. You still can't. I done seen a lot of niggas with a lot of that untold with a lot more time than niggas that ain't told to. So it ain't no easy get out of jail card free with the snitch shit. Don't believe all that. It's just a narrative to make you think that you could play in this game, that you play and call it a game at your life and have you fucked up somewhere, man. Not understanding penitentiary rules that's gonna be in effect.
yeah. And OG, man, to me, I just feel like what you just say, like, you know what I'm saying? You would think that would sway, you know what I'm saying, a young in mind to look at that and say, damn, man, the game ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's watered down, niggas telling. Like, speak on that. Speak on that a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? From being back in the day with you versus now. Obviously, Rat ain't been in the game. It ain't never not been in the game. But speak on
Never.
the differences from back then to now, and why would a youngin even want to be in the streets at that point with all the telling going on? Nobody armed, nobody standing on no principle, no morals. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him a little bit, OG, on that.
And before you get into that, let me ask this too: was it harder? Is it harder going to jail and getting longer sentences now than compared to back then with all the more cameras and all the new technology that's out now?
See, you kind of took what I was finna say and
Okay.
jump right there. But I'm gonna get it all in.
Yeah.
Okay.
First and foremost, we know, like he just said, Tellin been in the game since Judas. You know what I'm saying? He told on Jesus. Like niggas has been telling since the bit, but the level of, you you don't hear about the $150 in this era no more. You don't hear about the $150 that's them 150 stitches they used to go that mark for being a rat. You didn't hear, you don't hear about the consequences of telling like we did back in my day. You know what I'm saying? Well, a nigga know that it was, that you was gonna get dealt with for telling in and out of prison. That fear is there no longer, right? How it disappeared. All right, man. I don't care. My biggest message to the kids is got out. Like I'm not on no big crusade on these rats exposing people and it.
Right.
That's a waste of time. That's a waste of time. My message is the game is dead. You better get in a trade. It's the math.
Right.
My message is math.
Right.
The language that don't lie.
Percent.
You know what I'm saying? That's when we was talking earlier and we were saying that if you give me the full picture, I can make a better intelligent decision. I be trying to tap into these kids' intellect. Like I know you will make a better decision if only you see the whole picture. So that's why I make the videos about spitting in the sink and how you get your head cracked for doing look. Do you really want to live? Do you want to be arguing with a nigga about spitting in the sink? Or arguing with a nigga, you know what I'm saying, about a spot in the TV room when you got your own personal TV?
Yeah.
Like put it on the scale. Like if you want to go live out, you want to be standing in a long line, or you want to appreciate the things that you can see every day walking out your door. Now, I give you the full facts. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time worrying about, cause like you said earlier, ain't nobody got to tell on nobody no more.
Mm-hmm.
I made video about the flop camera. They got the thing now. When a shot fired, a whole perimeter go up in that whole area, and it don't need every camera is activated. The Tesla is telling on you now. The Tesla parked next to you, seeing everything you're doing.
Everything.
Cameras, like so. I call the cameras the super cop. And then that common sense that we was talking about earlier. This generation tell on they damn. They come, they get up. Man, they got the internet polices too. You niggas get a little paper, man. You want to let everybody, you want to run it up and down your arm. 15, 20, 30,000. Just like, man, don't you know that you don't supposed to have this type of money unless you know what I'm saying? But you promoting it. You want everybody to utilize. All I see is a bunch of BMF billboards every day on social media. BMF billboards.
That's crazy.
Hey, look at me, man. I'm getting over here. I got the Zop package. I got it. If I ain't gonna tell you that way, I'm gonna rap about it. So like I say, man, my thing to the kids is I'm not gonna talk at them. I'm gonna talk to them about the abilities that they already. I'm gonna trust the kids. Like, look, man, if you ain't dope, and if I could just get your attention for a minute and give you the full facts, I believe that you'll make the better decision. This is why I do it every day, man. This is why I'm still on right now on y'all podcast. Like I told you earlier, nobody's paying me to be on here. And I ain't no freak for no likes, comments, or none of that there. I do this because I had to find something, my purpose.
Absolutely.
On what makes sense in my life. And I'm going to share this last little part, which I'm going to let y'all get another question. And I'm going biblical on you niggas.
Yeah.
Check this out. Look it up in the Bible. And you know I'm Muslim, so I'm talking about the Bible. But when Jesus walked, and this for you old niggas, I ain't just gonna beat the YNs up. This for you 40 and older. I be telling these YNs, beware of these 40 and older dope boys, niggas that they like ain't got their shit together out here in the way. I like to say they in the way. There's a parable about a fig tree in the Bible when Jesus walked up on a fig tree and it wasn't bearing no figs. I often ponder. I told you niggas I think a lot. I pondered on this shit. I'm like, damn. Why would he tell the fig tree to wither? If you niggas don't know what wither mean, that mean be gone. Cut your throat, nigga. Stick a fork in your ass. Whatever it is. Gone, right? So I'm like,
OG talking that talk right now.
I'm like, damn. Why? What the fuck the fig tree do? Now we know that Jesus didn't do anything for nothing. It was a reason behind everything he did. I pondered and I pondered. I said, you know what the fuck? This fig tree been here long enough. It was mature enough. It should have had motherfucking figs on there. Excuse my language. Excuse my language.
Pop it.
But it should have had figs on there. It should have been of some use because it had a purpose of being here. You a fig tree. Where your figs at? That's the message to you old 40 nigga old niggas like that. Listen, if you ain't figured out what the fuck you supposed to be doing out here, if you ain't leading these kids, if you ain't been, if you want to motherfucker feel like, all right, man, these niggas ain't gonna listen to me, I ain't. If you done throw the towel in on our YNs and our your nephews, your cousins, your kids, your sons, and you ain't no benefit to nobody, be careful now. You may be cutting your days, man. Because if you at 40 years old and you don't know what the fuck you supposed to be doing here, you running around, you still playing games, you ain't married, you ain't got no family, you ain't got no solid foundation, it might be time for your ass to wither.
It's a lot of you niggas
I'm
out there.
just telling you.
It's a lot of you niggas.
Definitely a lot of them niggas out there.
In the
Man,
way.
Better find your purpose. You better
Better
find
find
your
your
purpose.
purpose.
Absolutely.
Better find your purpose, man. You ain't got to save the world. You know what I mean? But you need to be of some use to somebody, man. At 40. At 40 and older. Stop putting that Beijing and shit in your beard. Stop walking around with your pants all off your ass trying to keep up. I don't wear skinny. I ain't got nothing against skinny. That's the young people. I'm dressed I'm just like you know what I mean? I'm not gonna keep switching up. Cause let me tell you something. Half you niggas can't even afford to keep up with these young motherfuckers. 40 and older ass niggas. But you constantly doing this shit.
Yeah.
That's my message, man, on that tip right there, man. We can't just blame everything that's wrong with this coach on our YNs, man. If we ain't got that. That's why, you know, they listen to me, man.
Yeah.
They feel me. And I tell them all the time that you YNs, I ain't gonna let you off the hook. I tell you all the time, you ain't gotta listen to me. But I promise you, man, like I tell you, if you're blessed, if you're in these streets, I'm talking about the ones that's active. Like they say, I'm active. The ones that's drilling. The ones that, you know what I'm saying? The ones that's out here ganging.
Mm-hmm.
If you're blessed to make it to prison and not that patch of grass, right? I tell you, I know you're a soldier. I know you ain't scared of nothing. I know size don't matter, none of that. I know you can handle your own. So you ain't gonna be worrying about them niggas sharpening that knife down. You hit them, that sword being sharp, nigga. They don't bother you because you're gonna be doing the same thing. You ain't gonna worry about when a rumble on the yard going on because you got your dog. You and your homeboy, y'all still ganging. But when that motherfucking cell door closed and them calendars start turning, you and that motherfucker like see Kodak Black talking about 23-1. I'm talking about 24-0. When they come to work, and they just say, oh, it's lockdown just because ain't enough staff at motherfucking here. Generation account or whatever, fall account, and they leave y'all ass in that cell. These same videos, the ones you ignored, my motherfucking voice gonna be your biggest motherfucking battle in prison.
It's real now.
This is
real now. Spoken from a real OG. It's a real OG. This ain't you 40-year-old niggas with the the black Beijing on your beard, nigga. It's a real OG speaking to you niggas right now, man.
Offering up guidance, man. I ain't no original gangster, man. I'm just offering up a little guidance, man.
Most definitely.
And to the OGs out there, man, you ain't gotta save everybody. It just takes one. It just takes one. You winning when you save one, man. You ain't gotta save 20, 30. You save one, and the rest will do his rest. It'll do his own, man. You ain't gotta save everybody. Just try to capture that one. But OG, man, you just touched on something. Talk about that. What goes into the day of in the federal pen? Like what does a day look like? Because some people, what they see on TV and what they see on social media, some people talking about it's 23-1. Some people talking about they locked down forever. What does a normal day look like in a federal penitentiary?
Oh, institutionalized. I still wrestle with breaking the chain of institutionalization. Right? But all institutionalization ain't when I looked at it, Nigga, if you been in prison long as I have done and you don't become institutionalized, you in the way. You a problem. You gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
Because you just asked me a question, what's the normal day? It's a routine. It's such a routine that a real institutionalized nigga like me could do it blindfolded and won't bump into nobody. It's a constant routine. And one of the things that everybody that all the way from the prison guards to even the motherfucking prison animals that's around in the prison that happen to be in that motherfucker with us don't like is a motherfucker that break up that routine. You understand what I'm saying? When you break that routine be safe inside that routine. You safe inside that institutionalization. You know what I'm saying? But you ask yourself, damn, this is what I really done put myself into. Everything I own fit in this motherfucking locker right here. Everything I own, everything I got in life is in this locker right here. All my possessions, all the way down. Institutionalized nigga don't want you fucking with his fingernail file, fingernail clipper. I'm one of the motherfuckers like I'm real. AC, man, I'm a real personal shit. Shit become like shit that the average motherfucker in the free world may think is nothing. It's very, 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 very important that these young people know that like smallest thing could get you fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done seen niggas get fucked up before 4 mailing stamps. Nigga beat his brains out for 4 mailing stamps.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I done seen niggas get fucked up just because he put his chair in a spot that a nigga done put his chair for 10 years in. And you thinking like, damn. But in there, that's a big thing. It's like I'm just trying to tell you, like a regular day in prison is routine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's routine.
And you young niggas, you
It's
ain't
the
ready for that
same
routine.
shit, the same count. It get to where your body know what the fuck to do. Even if your mind, like, you could really, like I'm talking about, you could really, like, not be there. Because I know I done walked around prison many times and wasn't even much there. Grandma dead, I'm walking the prison yard somewhere in my grandma's house sitting in her window. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still inside that routine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why you see motherfuckers think I'm you know what I mean? But you safe in that routine.
Yeah.
But I figured something out. I say, man, if I let them lock me up, I'm gonna lock myself up this time. So I come home and I took the good part of that routine and I kept it.
Yeah.
Because you got niggas that's in prison that's more freer than niggas that's out here on Tunchi and these drugs on Flocka standing on the motherfucking block all day long. You in the motherfucking prison. Then a bitch that's running around to the club every fucking weekend, working that same, ain't got no growth in that same cycle, same tax bracket she was in last year. These prisons.
Yeah.
We got motherfuckers out here, man. I'm talking about motherfuckers out here really doing some damaging shit to their kids. You got motherfuckers that's really caught up some mental. They in more prison than a nigga that was in. Look at me, man. I'm circles around a lot of cats that I done left over 16 years ago. I come out, I'm like, damn, bro, you still on the air?
Yeah. Yeah.
And all I do is say to myself, and I thought I want to feel sorry for myself. Nigga, I wish I would. I don't feel sorry for me, man. Nigga, I was blessed.
Yeah.
And highly favored.
Most definitely.
Nigga looking good. So now, how do I keep that? I keep that same routine. You know what I'm saying? I stay in my lane.
Yeah.
Inside your lane, if you go through prison staying in your lane, you ain't got to worry about disrespecting nobody.
Nah.
Everybody in prison got their own lane. It's like all us on the same, we on this big highway, but everybody got their lane. You just staying, you safe in your lane.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
That's just how it is, man. That's why you see me the Rec Yard Open, man. The Rec Yard Open ain't just about no prison stories, man. The Rec Yard Open ain't just about, it's a mentality, man, of knowing how to be going through something. That's why I got the little boxing gloves on there too, man. It's like you gonna fight, you gonna know that God, like in prison, you gotta have hope. You gotta know that, man, I'm gonna make it out of this here.
Absolutely.
No matter
Absolutely.
how hard it seems, I'm gonna get up out of this here. God is with me, man. If he wasn't with me, he been done with me. I've been in that patch of ground. Look at Larry Hoover. Look at Larry Hoover. A lot of people might thought Larry was gonna die in there. He more powerful. He more powerful, physical, mentally, and spiritual than a lot of these niggas that he done left out here. That's all this time. We're gonna have niggas, this niggas right now been waiting on Larry since Larry been gone.
Mm-hmm.
You waiting on me, for nigga. You supposed to know.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
you left niggas out here. Niggas like, boy, I'm glad you glad I'm home. Nigga, what you got? What you know, what on?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
You got ideas. Larry Hoover got ideas,
yeah,
a vision. So I'm just waiting to hear him speak.
Most definitely.
I'm waiting to see him lead.
Most definitely.
yeah.
Well,
You already know he got the quality of the leader.
yeah, he definitely got it.
It's just gotta have the right energy now, the right guidance. And I think he got it this time. I know. I feel it. I got that spirit of discernment, man. I know he one of those powerful.
Most definitely.
God ain't through with him.
Nah, no,
I
definitely
seen
not.
niggas that had easier time than Larry die in prison. Larry done spent more time behind a door. Mr. Larry Hoover. Mr. Larry Hoover. Let me spell it. Mr. Larry Hoover done spent more time in prison than, in isolated hold than niggas done spent, know what I'm talking about, in the actual prison yard. He did a different type of time.
Well, listen, man, if he come out with any type of the cloth that you cut from and speaking how you speaking, man, we definitely in for a gym, my brother, because we appreciate all the game you dropping on us, man. I had a whole sheet of questions. You done covered a lot of, pretty much all of them, man. I you know what I'm saying, like, and inspiring on the way in, man. You got to get these youth to understand, man. Like OG say, y'all looking at these niggas that's 40. You know what I'm saying? They want to wear the young nigga clothes like y'all and do all this and that. And I'm speaking, I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm 36. You know what I'm saying? But I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking to the 19, the 20, the 21. You know what I'm saying? I got nephews. You know what I'm saying? I got little cousins that I'm speaking to. Like, bro, it's more to life. It's more to life.
It definitely is.
More to life, bro. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? The game ain't what it was or what you think it is. It ain't that. Like OG said, it ain't no game. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all need to do is tap into, you know what I'm saying, the federal pressure book, you know what I'm saying, for the book pressure, you know what I'm saying? And y'all need to tap in and really get some game and soak up some game from that, man. And OG, I need one of them red yard open shirts too now. You gonna have to send me one of them, OG. You gonna have to send me one of them.
These the prototypes right now. I'm working. Hey, listen, y'all just helped me on my laptop. I'm getting ready to phone. I got the website already up, man. I'm getting ready to mass produce these things. These are the prototypes that I got on right now.
Yeah.
I'm always testing different brands, different messages.
I like that.
And a lot of people, I do my rec y'all open stories and stuff, man. I say, you know what? It's bigger than just working out, man.
Yeah.
It's a mindset, man. You may be going through, a lot of people suffering in silence. A lot of people got depression. A lot of people don't have a positive outlet. And I know what the rec yard meant for a lot of guys. When mail call came around and my name was often not called. One place that I knew I had to be able to take that energy out of just disappointment, hurt, or let down. Because niggas talk all that tough talk all they want, man. A nigga still made of flesh and blood, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas still got feelings. You know what I mean? And it hurts when motherfuckers you feel like supposed to be, with you. Especially when they were with you when you was getting the money that got you where you was at.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you go beat that bag, you go hit that bag about the glove on you. You hit that bag, you take your frustration out of the bag instead of taking it out on the nigga head.
Yeah.
One of the CEO, cause they ain't did nothing to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a positive outlet energy, man. You can't let that shit ball up and build up in you, man. Stress kill, depression kill. You know what I'm saying? Find a positive way. That's what the Rec Y'all Open is, man. Rec Y'all Open mean get out, get active, man. Don't just sit up in depression. Don't sit up, you know what I mean, in stress. Those things add ages on to you. If you find a positive outlet, you're gonna look good, man. You're gonna feel good.
Most definitely. Most definitely, man. And that's another gem he just dropped on y'all, man. A lot of y'all run gang gang. A lot of y'all run with your homeboys. That time hit you. Them calendars go to popping. Niggas be gone, man. Don't nobody be there with you. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what crazy,
Don't
man?
nobody be there
Nigga
with
go,
you.
hey, boy, the goat, man. Nigga go throw 5 bands in Magic, 10 bands in Magic. Nigga homeboy been in that motherfucker fighting, trying to get a appeal lawyer,
One
trying to
last
get
time.
trying to get
Yeah.
his transcripts, need $400-500 for his transcripts, and you'll go throw that on the script ass, man, just for a shot in the video, man, to make it look like, and then you still talking about you know that you fuck with your homeboy.
All a nigga gonna do is free you on the book and on social media. Man, they ain't gonna put no money on the book. Niggas
And that's
ain't
They ain't gonna
coming to
check on
you.
your kids, they ain't gonna check on
Yeah,
your
they ain't gonna
mama.
check on your kids. They ain't gonna do
none
none
of
of
that.
that, man. So, and I tell the people before you sign up for that life, and before you tell the next man, oh yeah, boy, I got you, boy. Anything we do, and if you take this bid from me, that nah, bro, don't sit up here and lie, bro. When them walls get to caving in, you not gonna call nobody. You not gonna send nothing to that man. You not gonna take care of his kids. You not gonna check on his mama.
But they know that, right? What you saying, they already know that. Now, let
Exactly.
me tell you something. That ain't a deterrent. That ain't what you just said ain't a deterrent. Why? Because before I left the feds, and I talk about it in this book right here, they had already came up. Why do 10 when you could give it to a friend? They got something for your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Same. Let me tell you something. The Rico don't come from out the circle.
Yeah,
Rico come from in the circle.
most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So why do 10 when you could give it to a friend? It's a real life understanding because they already knowing, like, man, you niggas, nigga. Before they get jammed up, they thinking like, man, that nigga finna fuck my girl. I already see how he be looking at it. He making little small jokes and shit. Fuck that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I got a phone number for y'all. I'm finna call him. You know what I mean? Hey, man, these folks ain't playing, man. These folks already know how they gonna play the game, man. So
Definitely.
hey
Most,
man, like I tell him, man, you can make this. I like, you know what I mean, spitting in my sink.
most definitely.
I like being able to spit in my sink, run the water, spray my love. I know my old lady gonna come out and spray the love, spray it down type shit, but I don't want to be wrestling with no nigga, man. By. I don't want to smell no nigga ass far now.
Nah,
I mean,
None of
it
that.
is what
Man.
it is.
I'm glad you're home, OG.
What you rather do, man? Cause
that shit
this
for the
day and
birds.
age, there ain't no long runs no more. Ain't no BMF runs no more.
Yeah, nah.
That
No.
shit for the birds, man.
That shit cut in
I,
third.
I, I swear, and I'm glad you took. Cause I tell him, I said, man, I don't know about you niggas. I love women. If you want to wake up and see another nigga pissing, another nigga shitting, all that shit, man, you want to walk around and see nothing but dudes in this bitch. Yeah, no, that ain't what you want to do, man. You want to come outside. You want to see the females. You want to go shopping when you want to go to. You want to pop it when you want to. Talk
That
that
shit, that
shit.
shit slavery, man. That shit is slavery,
Yeah,
man.
that shit
It's all
is
math. I
slavery.
told y'all earlier, man. It's all math, man. It's all math, man. Them plays that the niggas talking about, man. That lit, that scam, whatever it may be. It ain't gotta be drugs, that scam, that play, whatever it is, man. You do the math, man. It may be $100,000 lick, but it may carry 10 or 15 years. You mean to tell me in 10 or 15 years you ain't gonna run through 100,000? Hey man, you ain't no hustler. You ain't got no grant. I mean, I told you, like, I'm in Miami, man. The AFAC man. No, I'm talking about the air conditioning man.
Mm-hmm.
Just to come out to check the motherfucking change the
They
filter.
gonna patch you.
It's $160.
They gonna patch. They gonna patch you. I got hit 600 the other week. And you out there looking and listening. Well, I know you ain't do what you said you did, boy. But that's all right, bitch. I got out there and did it on my own. But bitch, I ain't gonna put you out there. You feel me? But yeah, bitch, you hit me for six,
I
five
think I,
ninety
I think I
nine,
got I
bitch.
think I got the other day, man. I took some brand new brakes and let the dude change my brake. I still hear the fucking squeaking. I said, this nigga really
Yeah, yeah.
changed my brakes.
Man, bitch,
Yeah,
boy, listen,
That
boy.
nigga just took my new pads. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I wasn't paying attention. That's on me.
Yeah, yeah,
But I'm gonna really
yeah,
feel a certain kind of way, man, if I go get my brake checks again and find out them some old pads still on my, we gonna have a problem.
yeah. Or he
Going
ain't
back
never
up there.
changing one. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
Yeah,
man.
cause unless he ain't tell me the rotors or something going on, man.
Yeah, yeah. It get crazy.
That's crazy because that happened to me like literally like a month and a half ago. I had somebody come change my brake pads and all that shit. Man, that shit still squeaking. I take it to 5 Star. They say, man, oh no, this shit wasn't done right, and you gotta get this new. And I'm like, man, so a bit did get over on me, bro. And like got missing. So niggas do shady jobs out here, bro. They definitely do shady jobs out here. Shit crazy.
Yeah, I got mine. I got big ass tires. I got one of them Jeeps. I got the motherfucking Mickey Thompsons. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
got the motherfucker. And I'm talking about, I set that for him. Man, he got this area where he make you sit at, right?
yeah,
Or you want to sit at because it's in the shade, and there's a bunch of tires separate you and where he actually working at. And
yeah,
I know, man, I probably set about 30 minutes. I mean, he did that real quick. I ain't get but the front brakes. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, that was pretty quick.
See, I got an F1, I got an F-150 OG, and nigga, I needed the front and the back done. So, like, dude put up on me and all. I'm like, okay. Man, that shit was still squeaking. Calling buddy phone. Oh yeah, I'm gonna come by. Kid ain't never come by. I said, man, look,
yeah,
I ain't got time. I deal with kids. I keep my daughter in the car. I got clients I move around with. I gotta make sure my shit tight, top notch. Man, I go to 5 Star and these folks talking about, oh yeah, man, you need new everything. The fuck you mean? I got the receipts and all this shit. I just went to AutoZone. No, yeah, this ain't good. It
yeah,
ain't good. What the?
yeah.
Oh no.
But it went
Yeah, that
outside
shit
and hit that
crazy.
pole, ain't changed nothing, bitch.
Yeah, definitely got me.
So listen, we're gonna get into this segment right here. It's called Press Play segment. And in this segment, we like to, you know what I'm saying, give flowers to an artist and or a song that, you know what I'm saying, we press and play on. Now, OG, I don't know what's in your, you know what I'm saying, a CD player or tape deck or, or, or whatever you're riding with right now, but shed light on it, man. Let us know what artist or song that you really listening to right now.
Man, hey man, I got shout out to my homeboy. Shout out to my homeboy Mike Smith, man. Real
Shout
stand
out
up guy,
Mike
real
Smith.
no dude, right?
Smith, man.
I'm definitely banging that Chase This Money,
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Mike Smith. You know what I mean? I'm definitely rocking with that Major Nine right now, Florida Water, the whole CD,
Yeah,
right? Them some of the artists that I'm listening to right now. I'm pushing play on.
Most definitely,
for
man.
sure that.
Definitely. So listen, our next segment we like to get into is called our power play segment. And in this segment, you know what I'm saying, we like to highlight black owned small businesses, you know what I'm saying? But also entrepreneurship. It could be sports, it could be music, it could be whatever. But we love black owned businesses, man. And today, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna throw it out there with an individual named Mike Joseph. You know what I'm saying? Headlock Services Security. The diverse team of protection officials provide security for all events. They also provide transportation services for artists, travel, events, drop offs, whatever you need. If you got a date with your lady, if your baby daddy tripping here on you, trying to, you know what I'm saying, get up on you, if your lady trying to flatten your tires, call my boy. 239-240-5476. Again, that's 239-240-5476. And ask for Mr. Get Him Off You, and he'll get him off you.
I got a black owned business that I want to shout out here in Miami-Dade County, man.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Chanel Exquisite.
Okay.
You know what I'm
They're
saying? Party
squeezing.
planner and rental. You know what I
Okay.
mean? For giving me some employment. And
Absolutely.
also, man, putting some quality. You can find her on Instagram and Facebook. Chanel Exquisite, Miami Dade County. Let her handle all your party planning businesses. And also check out her halls. She do rent for repasts, birthdays,
Yeah. Oh
baby
yeah.
showers.
Absolutely.
So shout out to that right there. Black owned business.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
That's y'all are our power play picks, man. And last, man, we're gonna call this our empowerment segment, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, we like to create a safe space, we like to motivate, we like to inspire, we like to uplift, and we like to empower. You done shared so much light on all different topics today. Well, I gotta ask you one more time, man, for the youth. Give our audience some empowerment.
Hey man, I'm just gonna put it like this here, man. No matter us as a people, man, I'm a Garveyite, man. Shout out to Marcus Garvey for us always believing in, being self-efficient, man. Know what I mean? We just shout out some black owned businesses, man. Let's support each other as a people, as a culture. You know what I mean? Let's turn down the hate. Let's turn down the self-hate. You know what I mean? Let's turn away from the art music, the drill music. Let's get back to, you know what I mean? Um, Being more respectful, like you say in the Bible, man. Honor our mother and our father, and our days to be long, man. I could say as a 50-year-old man, that's one of the things that I know kept me alive in these streets, man. I always been respectful, man. That don't just apply to my mom and my pops. Like I told you, I ain't have my pops. So that respect to all your elders in the neighborhood, man. You young niggas need to get some respect, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost nothing to be respectful, man. Have some manners.
Most definitely,
Definitely.
man. Most definitely. Well, listen, OG, we appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for coming on our platform, man.
It's
Blessing us
been
with
an
your
honor.
word. It's been an honor, you know what I'm saying, in your name, and also free Larry Hoover, you know what I'm saying?
Man, to the chairman, man, we already smell a shift. I
Absolutely.
already smell a shift in the mindset of the youth, man.
Absolutely.
And you know what I'm saying? I just want to let them know, man, y'all are greater than they make y'all think y'all. I mean, make y'all feel out here, man. I'm talking about our youth, man. Y'all are greater, man. I'm talking about y'all that same thing, this technology, just the wisdom that y'all have, man, to create. Get back to creating, black men. Get
Absolutely.
back
Definitely.
to creating. We're a people of creation. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't been creating enough, man. We just been creating content. It's time to create physical mechanics, things, robots, crafts, whatever in your mind. Create, man.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And with that being
Definitely.
said, this has been the Power Play Podcast. I'm your boy, Mighty Boy the GOAT. I got my brother with me, the one and only Drop Top J Lock. And we signing out with OG Gigaveli. Love. Yo, thank y'all for tuning in to the Power Play Podcast on the Power Play channel. But please, 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 before y'all proceed, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe,
and make that bell ding, ring
ring
that
that
bell.
bell.